Anyway, hello there, and this is The Close. Welcome to The Close, presented by Goldzone. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and like the video. Obviously, this is the first ever episode of The Close. So what do we focus on when it comes to The Close? We focus on the gold charts. We focus on what has happened this week. And it has been a massive week for the sellers. The sellers have been able to take a huge victory after heavy dominance from the buyers week after week. I mean, this year has been a straight annihilation from the buyers. However, the sellers have activated themselves online and made sure that they can take action where they can and find their path to victory. And they have done so. They have done so. And before we go into what has happened this week and what has happened specifically today, first, thank you to all the people subscribing and leaving a like in the video. And if you've also left a comment in the video, thank you very much, because that means the world to the growth of this channel. And please make sure, if you'd like to tune in to the 24 live stream, trading live stream, the XAU US dollar trading show on Monday, 24-hour live stream on Monday, and also Thursdays, we do a 12-hour stream. On Monday, it opened at the 2934. It closed at the 2952, but this was Monday. So Monday was a very strong day for the buyers, all right? However, they were faced in a situation. The chart was actually consolidating, so there wasn't much growth happening on the chart. So this was the last bit of growth. So on Monday, the market did open at 2934 and it closed at the 2952 mark. So obviously, a big day for the buyers, a massive day for the buyers. However, the chart was consolidating, which meant it did give the buyers signs, the sellers signs, people tuning into the charts that it may start to reduce in value. And it did reduce in value. It did, because the sellers took a massive victory on Tuesday, a massive victory on Tuesday. They were able to open up at the 2952 mark and take it as far down to the 2888 mark, price mark. However, they were able to close at the 2915. The sellers weren't able to hold for those prices at the 2888 mark, but well, the sellers were really showing their dominance on Tuesday, and really they did, because that was a massive day to really turn the tides and really set and embark a new journey for the sellers. Because on Wednesday, even though it wasn't a seller's day, it wasn't really a buyer's day, it was really a sign that, okay, the market is not, the buyers are not in control. It's really that sign. Now, Wednesday would have been a massive day for the buyers to really claw back the losses that they took on Tuesday. However, they weren't unable to really take control of that chart, and it really does show, as even though the sellers were able to bring it down to that 2891 mark, it's still, the sellers still weren't able to hold. However, the buyers were not even able to take action and take the opportunity to bring back that price to where it closed on Monday. But moving on, after a less volatile Wednesday to a very volatile Thursday. Thursday was a massive day, and yet again the sellers took control. They were able to open the price at the 2916 mark. However, for it closing at the 2877, it really shown that the buyers were not getting involved this week. Thursday was a massive day for the chart, for the gold dollar chart. I mean, if you were involved in the sell-off and you placed some trades in that sell-off, man, well done for you, because it was a massive opportunity that was there for the taking for the sellers, because the sellers needed this. I mean, the sellers were due a comeback, due something to really activate themselves this year. I mean, this year it hasn't really been a seller's chart, man. It's been a buyer's chart, especially on this gold dollar currency. That's what was happening, and Thursday really showcased that. From my from my point of view, I also took some trades on that Thursday. So I also took some trades on that Thursday just because I knew that, right? I knew that the buyers were not going to dominate. I mean, they had Wednesday. Wednesday was a great opportunity to really take action. And Thursday, it really proved that the buyers were nowhere to be seen. And then we move on to Friday, which was today. Friday was a massive day for the sellers, really continuing that domination, that domination on the chart. They were really able to showcase their qualities on the chart, driving that price down, closing at the 2859 mark. It did open at the 2877 as well on that Friday. However, look, at the end of the day, you really know what Friday brings and what Friday holds. It's the last trading day of the week. So, however, there's always going to be a little bit of opportunity. There's always going to be a little bit of juice in the charts, bit of juice in the market where you can find your opportunities to perform. And look, late in the window, if you really wanted to take action on the last 4 hours, even though it was a huge domination from the sellers, you could have done a little buy trade right at the end. I mean, it opened at the 2844 and it closed at the 2859. This would have been a good opportunity after a seller's domination, man. It was a huge war. The hour chart is really showing the last hat trick for the buyers. Hat trick, 3 hours, free candles, free buying candles for the buyers, dominating the charts on the last couple of hours, but they needed a little bit of consolation. Thank you for tuning into the close. Before we actually head out for the weekend and focus on next week, we're gonna actually turn our attentions to the trade of the week. Now, the trade of the week is basically a series where we the trade of the week is basically a series where we focus on the massive trade that you could have done, that I could have done, to take take home some results this week. And look, we're gonna start off the week strong. We're gonna start off the week on this Tuesday. Tuesday, yes, Tuesday. If we actually just move back to Tuesday here. So Tuesday was the 7654. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. 765 25. Tuesday. Yes. Tuesday was a massive day for the candle. We're gonna switch to the hour chart. We're currently on the hour chart right now. And we're on the 25th of February, which was a Tuesday at 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock, you can see the market starting to consolidate. We did see signs of a trend breaking, but the market started to consolidate. The buyers really took action here at the 2928, bringing the price up to the 2937. However, it was a massive next hour because the sellers really took control. But the buyers early on did take control on the chart, bringing the price up to the 2945. 2945. However, the sellers really drove that price back down, and then in the next hour we can really see that the candle dominating on this hour chart, driving this price down. However, it did not end there, as the sellers really took control within the next hour, driving the price even further down. So it did start from a 2 hour candle, from a 2 hour trade. It started at 2931 and it really drove down to the 2896. It was a fantastic opportunity for anyone who decided to do a sell trade at that moment on the Tuesday at around 3 o'clock market time. So this is 3 o'clock on the chart, right? 3 o'clock on the charts local time there. And that basically is the trade of the week. And if you did take action on the trade of the week, well done for you. We will also spot another trade of the week next week, because there's always opportunity happening in the gold dollar charts, and this is the channel where we primarily focuses on the gold dollar chart. However, before we close off the weekend and let you guys focus on next week's performances, we're gonna start off with this. The gold euro. We're gonna give our little review. The gold euro finished today at minus 0.39%. The gold dollar finished today at minus 63%. The gold Aussie finished today at minus 22%. The gold Japanese yen finished at minus 0.1%. The gold Swiss closed and finished at minus 0.25% today. And the gold Great British Pound also closed at the minus 0.45% today. So it really was a seller's day on Friday, and it really shown that the buyers were nowhere to be seen on this Friday, even though it's been a domination from the buyers this year. I mean, look, the sellers really had to take action and really let their force be known this week and really see themselves starting the year. I mean, look, this week has been a good week for the sellers. However, it's the first victory for them this year, so they really needed this victory for the week. But next week, what will happen? Will the buyers really take a comeback and really fight back and drive this price right back up? You'll find out here on Gold Zone. Will the sellers really drive this price further down, right, and build on this victory week and build on the momentum that they can take? You will find out next week, because the close is back on next week, and we will do a deep dive analysis on what has happened on the chart this week on the gold dollar chart. And look, if you are focusing on the other charts within the gold markets, please make sure to leave a comment on that. We will also do our reviews on that on Gold Center, so make sure to tune in on Gold Center, as we will focus on that on Tuesdays. But please make sure to subscribe, go like the video, because this is the close presented by Gold Zone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.